All right, folks, so when we're drawing the ear, remember we want to map things out first. So how far does the ear get to the edge of the box? I think the ear gets about right here. I want to leave some space, so I'm going to mark that. How far does the ear go in before it starts? Well, I mean, if I kind of think about it and I mark it in advance, it's about here. So now I'm looking at where does the ear actually touch the box? Okay, the ear touches the box here and here. Now, do those arrows line up? No, they don't. In fact, on the top, it's a lot more close to the middle. It's kind of like right in here. And on the bottom, it's really close to the inside edge. So now I can see that the shape of this ear is very much kind of like an oval, almost like a giant jelly bean, right? And so what you could do is you could sort of loosely sort of give yourself that shape, right? Now remember, it can change. This is just to kind of guide you a little bit, that your ear is going to fit in here. Now the first thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to start from the inside. I'm going to start from this area, which is about, if I go straight over to the edge, right, it's almost halfway. So if I can line this up straight across here. I'm lining up this first curvature, this first inner curve of the ear. It starts right about in here. And you see how it goes this way? It kind of helps to draw the line so that you can see that it's actually curving this way. And it kind of wraps into this part of the ear right here. Okay? And then this part kind of starts here. You have this secondary line. And it just kind of follows around the track of the ear. Kind of makes this little sort of tunnel or like tube. And it goes all the way around till about down in here, right? That's where I start losing sight of it. So I can make this go all the way around until about right here. If I go straight across, like right about in here is where things get a little unsure, unclear, okay? Now I'm noticing there's this jelly bean shape, and it's got this nice, it's the whole of the ear. And that is right below this first tunnel that we drew, right below it. So what I could do is I could start by going, all right, where does it start? All right, it's going to start right about there. The top half is going to start right about here, right where this touches. And so then you can sort of build in this nice jelly bean type shape. This is kind of the whole of the ear. All right. Now, a lot of times there's some confusion about what's going on in here. So right now we're just actually drawing this secondary piece right here, which comes right out of the first tunnel. I call this a tunnel or a tube. Right about here, if I go straight across, that's where this shape emerges, right? It's this inner part of the ear. It kind of goes down and around. So I can make it kind of go down. The curve starts right about there. And it goes around like this, down to about here. Notice how it comes really close to the jelly bean. Okay, so I'm putting that in. And then you might try to kind of just finalize the shape of the ear. How it's got the earlobe and it sort of kicks over, and maybe your like first tunnel is a little bit too wide like mine was. Boom. All right. Now at this point, you're just looking for little information. Like there's a little bump right there, so you're going to want to put a little shadow right here. Or there's a little bit of a shadow in here. I might want to draw how there's actually like a shadow right in here. It's going to be really dark. And there's like a highlight that's coming down right in here. So you're kind of adding the information that you are going to paint. Or the fact that there's a little bit of hair that comes in from here, and this whole backside is hair. Okay? But that's all the information you really need, other than if you want to sort of shade it in. Like you want to shade this part in, you want to see where the darks are at, you want to sort of like make sure you know as you paint where you're going to be putting your black, where you're going to start putting your secondary shadow, and you can put information in like that. Okay? So here we go, folks. It's go time.